Hello, Michelle. Hello, I'm Dr. Sudhakar Rao. Here at Royal Perth Hospital, you can expect to receive high-quality medical care. The hospital staff here want to do everything they can to help you get well and to avoid complications. You came to the hospital to get well, but you should know that each year in Australia, about 200,000 people get an infection in the hospital while they're being treated for something else. Examples of infections patients can get in the hospital include infections in their bloodstream, surgical wounds, or urinary tract, as well as pneumonia. These infections can be serious and hard to treat, but there's one simple thing you, your family and visitors can do to help prevent these infections. Perform hand hygiene by washing your hands with soap and water or using the alcohol hand rub. And make sure that everyone who touches you does hand hygiene. Patients who are involved in their treatment may have better experiences in the hospital than those who don't. In the following video, you'll see how easy it is to be involved in your care and make sure everyone around you does hand hygiene.
Hi, I'm Cassie. Now that you've been admitted to Royal Perth Hospital, I'm here to tell you about the single most important thing you can do to help prevent infections. Everyone around you must perform proper hand hygiene. This means that people should wash their hands either with soap and water or use the alcohol-based hand rub. It is important that everyone who looks after you performs hand hygiene every time, both before and after they touch you. To assist staff and visitors in performing hand hygiene, the alcohol-based hand rub is available at each bed area. It is not just staff, but also you and your visitors who should do hand hygiene often, especially after touching objects or surfaces in the hospital room, before eating and after using the toilet or bathroom. Your visitors should use the alcohol hand rub before touching you and before they leave your room. Hand hygiene is everyone's responsibility. You can play a role in asking and reminding hospital staff to wash their hands, especially while they are caring for you. You shouldn't feel embarrassed to ask staff to wash their hands. Let's check in on some patients.
Stephen, I know you just washed your hands a little while ago, but would you mind washing them again, please?
Okay, Mum.
Good morning, Ms Lopez.
Hi, Doctor.
The team tell me the graft's taken well and the wound's looking good.
Yes, it's looking and feeling a lot better than when I first came in.
Great. We'll just get Justin to take down the dressing and we'll have a look.
Thanks, Doctor.
It is important to remember that hospital staff aren't the only ones who need to practice hand hygiene. Patients and visitors should also wash their hands often, especially after touching surfaces in the patient's room, before eating and after using the toilet or bathroom. Let's look in on another patient.
Hi Leanne, hi Arnold, how are you going today?
I'm okay today.
Hey, do you mind if I examine you?
That'll be all right.
Doctor, would you mind washing your hands before you start?
Sure, no worries.
Thanks, doctor. I know how important hand hygiene is.
No
Thank
problem,
you.
no problem.
Your visitors can play an important role in keeping you healthy by making sure that hospital staff perform hand hygiene every single time they touch you. Doctors, nurses and other hospital staff don't mind being asked to wash their hands because they want to prevent infection as much as you do. You shouldn't feel uncomfortable or embarrassed asking staff to wash their hands. Let's take a look in another patient's room.
Hi Matt.
Hi.
I'm Michelle, I'm your physio. It's time to do your knee exercises.
Before you start, would you mind cleaning your hands? My doctor said it's important to keep the wound free of infection.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
I hope that you'll become involved in your medical care by reminding everyone, especially hospital staff, to perform hand hygiene.
Please remember you can get an infection in the hospital while you're being treated for something else. You can help prevent infections by asking your doctors, nurses and visitors to perform hand hygiene. It's okay to ask. Our staff encourage you to remind them to wash their hands. Thank you for your attention, and I wish you a speedy and uneventful recovery. And remember,
It's okay to ask.